Hey guys, welcome back to Digit.in, and today we have with us the new Huawei Nova 3 smartphone. Yes, it's yet another Huawei phone that launched in India today, and the Huawei Nova 3, the first thing that you notice about this phone is the striking color options that you get. So if you turn the phone around, you can see the color transitioning from a deep purple to a light blue color. Right, so that is pretty cool. I am very curious as to how Huawei manages to do this color transition, but then that's another story for another day. Coming back to the phone, the Huawei Nova 3 sports a 6.3-inch display with there is of course the notch, so you get a 19:9 aspect ratio, but there's an option to remove the notch as well, which essentially brings down the aspect ratio to 18:9. The screen seems to be quite bright and vibrant. It is an IPS LCD panel and not an AMOLED panel, which many people were guessing it would be. But the 6.3-inch panel has Full HD Plus resolution and looks quite bright and vibrant, if you ask me. There's also minimal bezels around the edges. There's very little bezels on the top and the bottom as well. And while it's not particularly bezel-less, it comes very close to being one. Down below, you get the USB Type-C charging point, a single speaker grill, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. The sides are mostly empty except for the power button and the volume rockers. The power button has a polished kind of different texture from the rest, so you can easily distinguish what you're pressing. So yeah, that's there. Behind at the back is a vertically aligned dual camera unit with a fingerprint sensor and an LED flash. So yeah, design wise, the phone, the Huawei Nova 3, looks pretty minimalist. The design doesn't really come in the way, and you get to experience the entirety of the phone without much of a hassle. Coming to the hardware of the phone, well, it runs on the Kirin 970 chipset, which has been powering flagship Huawei and Honor phones for quite some time now. So I think this one would needed a big upgrade, but I think that's right around the corner. But meanwhile, you get the 970 SoC that has a dedicated AI coprocessor inside that can handle the plethora of AI features that you get with the phone, which I'll talk to you guys about a little later. But then there you also get 6 GB of RAM and up to 128 GB of storage, which is again expandable, and there isn't a dedicated memory card slot, but it uses the secondary SIM card slot to support the memory card. Now coming to the cameras, that's where the AI magic is mostly. At the back you get a dual camera, at the front you also get a dual camera. So yes, there are a total of 4 cameras in the Huawei Nova 3. At the back you get a 16 megapixel plus 24 megapixel setup. The secondary sensor takes the photos in black and white, while the primary sensor is your more the standard sensor that people use to take photos. The phone combines the data from the 2 sensors, and the resulting images come out pretty alright, in my opinion, for the little time that I had the phone in my hands. The phone f1.8 aperture in the primary sensor, and thanks to the AI coprocessor in the phone, the camera can also recognize up to 22 different scenes and enhances the photos and tweaks the settings and the parameters according to what you were shooting. So yeah, expect a lot of rich, vibrant colors and a deeper contrast, high dynamic range, and the likes. Up front, you get a 24 megapixel plus 2 megapixel dual camera sensor. The secondary sensor, as you can guess, is used for depth sensing. So yeah, it offers you the portrait mode, but more than that, it also offers you the 3D lighting effects that the iPhone 8 Plus is also known for. While the application of it is not nowhere close to what the Apple iPhone can do, but yeah, the feature is there, so it's up to you whether you want to use it or not. The front camera too can recognize what you're shooting, so it can recognize up to 8 different scenes and optimize and tweak the image quality based on that. Overall, there's a lot of AI in the phone that helps you to do the things without having to manually change the settings. The AI will do it for you, and if you are not much of a photography enthusiast, the AI features actually help you get better photos without doing much. You get a 3750 mAh battery that supports both fast charging, and there's AI here as well. Well, Huawei claims that it performs AI-based resource allocation to save the battery life and extend it to as much as it can. While we don't know how long the battery will last on the phone, that will require vigorous testing, but for the little moment I used, the battery seemed pretty good with very minimal drop despite my heavy usage for the little while that I used the phone for. Yeah, I think that's more or less all about the Nova 3 that I can say to you guys. Please stay tuned for a detailed review that's going to come out soon, in a couple of days. And yeah, if you have liked this video, do let us know in the comments. And for more videos like this, please subscribe to Digit.in.